All right. So it begins, and here we go. So, welcome to the pilot episode of Bridging the Gap. I would like to call it episode 0 or episode 1. It can be considered as either. And my name is Anvay. I'm with my bro.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Okay, so my name is Pritish, and this is something. I mean, we may not look like it, but probably we even maybe looking like it.
Yeah.
But we're really nervous, and this is something that we've been planning since a really long time. And today is the day when we're finally recording and when we're finally shooting. So yeah, we hope that you like the podcast. We have a lot of things that we want to talk about.
Yeah, man.
And to give a background, I'm from Delhi and I've been living in the city for the past 4 years. So it's been pretty good.
But I already know you. They don't.
Yeah.
I'm kidding, bro. I'm kidding.
Of course.
So I'll honestly, if I have to tell you all the truth, Pritish and I are also quite nervous.
Yeah.
Even though we've both done lots of public speaking.
Of course.
Bro, he's done like a bunch of months. I've done a bunch of hosting.
Yeah.
We've both been
Yeah.
heads of our student committees in college.
College, correct.
And
yeah.
still, when you start something new, I think it's
I
very
think
nerve-wracking.
it's very evident that you're going to be nervous with whatever you do. I mean,
Yeah.
that goes without saying.
Yeah.
So we're a little nervous, but I think as and when the podcast goes ahead, probably we'll calm down a little.
Yeah.
And
Calm
we'll
down.
be able to talk about whatever we want to.
Yeah, that was a loud noise. Anyway, it's fine. So yeah, he's right, man. And I think as we're trying to pep ourselves up and get right into this, I mean, we're already right into this.
Yeah.
But so to repeat myself, if I may, this is the pilot episode of Bridging the Gap, episode number 0 or 1. What do you want to call it?
Whatever, doesn't matter.
I want to call it episode
Okay,
0. So I'm
episode
going to say
0, yeah.
episode 0. It's me, Anvay. It's my bro, Pritish. We're both going to be your hosts for
this
as long as
podcast.
this-
Let's say do we have a host for a podcast?
Do we have a, I mean, we are the host.
Yeah, we are the host. Okay.
Yeah.
But we're just talking. It's just a normal conversation
Yeah.
that we're having. Yeah.
Host can talk to each other.
Yeah, host can talk
Yeah.
to each other.
And I mean, we've always wanted to host together
Yeah.
for like the longest time.
And I
so-
think this is the first time that we're actually sitting down and having a proper conversation. I mean, we've known each
Why?
other. No.
What do you mean?
No, we've known each other for 4 years, but like we've never. I don't think we've ever properly sat down and just spoken about stuff. Like, have you ever done that?
Bro, that's how we become friends. What do you say? It's like now everyone will think, "Sala, ye naam ki dosti hai." If we
No,
never
like-
sat down to talk, then how does
No,
that
like
make sense?
I don't think we've. I mean, probably I don't remember. At least in the near past, I don't think we've ever because we've been planning for the podcast and every single thing. The only thing we talk about is the podcast.
Okay.
In that
way,
sense, yeah, in
that's-
that way.
Yeah, we sit down and we talk about work, and
Yeah,
it's been a work in progress for a
Yeah,
while now. So
a while,
that's true. We've been
Yeah.
talking a lot about work. Maybe you can say this is the first time we're sitting down without any of our other worries
Yeah,
and just sitting down to talk.
sitting down and talk. Absolutely.
And of course, to shoot this.
right.
But it's not like a shoot for us. Honestly, it's like a conversation that we try to add value through.
Yeah,
Share information that we have, stuff that we've learned, stories that we've had growing up, and even now.
and more. I think more to do with what we are trying to do is we are trying to learn more. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that we haven't learned anything. We have
Yeah.
learned,
Yeah.
but we're open to the idea of learning more. And because the world is so big, in the end, that to step out of your house, there's going to be 1,000 things that you're going to learn at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So for us, it's more to do with learning and then sharing the experiences that we learn.
Yeah.
Can be negative, can be positive, but it's all about learning in the end and sharing
Yeah.
the experience that matters.
Once a student, always a student. I mean, you're always pretty much a
yeah, I
student.
mean that goes without saying.
But, yeah, and I don't even think what I said is a saying, but bol diya.
For the sake of it,
So,
doesn't matter.
Yeah, for the sake of it. So
Right.
anyway, I think now that we've tried to do a sort of introduction,
Yeah.
let us tell you a little bit more about ourselves, because I was just telling Pritish, I think it's nice if we set the context in the beginning so you know who you're listening to, if you are. And if you are, man, thank you very much. So just a little bit about me. I'm Anvay. I'm 22 years old. I'm from Bombay. You don't
Yeah,
know,
and-
but and wait, let me finish. So I want to say thoda more.
I say where you were born, every single thing.
Puri janma tithi, janma
Yeah,
katha.
give your Aadhaar number, every single thing.
Oh,
do
no,
it
no,
over
that-
here.
I don't want to be robbed. But anyway, so yeah, I've grown up at a yoga institute called Kebalidham. So I have a bit of a yoga background. I have I would say some spiritual background. Not Not like I can't say I'm like the most spiritual person, but I have an inclination for that, and I have interest in yoga, politics, history, and a lot to do with Indian culture. So I think that there'll be a lot of stuff that we'll
Yeah,
discuss on the
yeah,
show as well.
of course.
And that's a little about me, and you'll get to know more of me through
Right.
this
Mhm.
podcast, and we'll also get to know hopefully more of you through the comment section.
Yeah.
So
Like
we urge
hopefully
you
if
to
you like
comment.
what we're talking about, yeah.
Yeah. And honestly, we would really love it if you comment and tell us whatever you think, and try to keep it kind and try to be nice to us, because this is really something
I think
that
we're being
when
really
you add-
needy right now.
Kya
But
kare?
no, like, I mean, whatever it is, in
Yeah.
the end, we're not thinking about, who's listening to it or who's not. Of course,
No,
like
we are.
we are. I mean, we do want people to, listen to it,
Yeah.
because in the end, we feel like we have a message to give out there.
Yeah.
And it's general discussion that we're having. Guys, please, we don't want to get into any controversies before, So that's what it is. I mean,
Yeah. Okay, chal. Why don't you introduce yourself as well?
I think
I
I
gave,
already
like,
gave
a
an
bit of-
introduction, right? Like, I mean, I'm from Delhi, to be more specific, Gurgaon.
Yeah.
And I've lived in Gurgaon for 17 years of my life.
Oh damn.
Yeah. And what are you saying? Oh, you know it.
No, but
Yeah.
so when you say it that way, it's like shit. I
Yeah.
actually don't know you for your whole life, although it feels like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I've been in Bombay for the past 4 years. I moved in 2019, and I've been in Bombay since then.
Hmm.
Been pretty good.
Hmm.
I mean, still lots to look forward to, I feel.
Yeah, man. And I think one like thing that keeps arising in my head, because I said right, 17 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's hard to believe you've lived in any other city.
Yeah.
Because ek to you don't feel it,
Right.
and secondly, I've never lived in any other city. I've always lived in Bombay my whole life.
Right.
So it's like question mark. Kya?
Yeah.
So I don't know how it feels like. What does it feel like for you? Because you've moved from a whole other city,
Right.
that to a major city like Gurgaon or
Mhm.
Delhi,
Mhm.
and you've come to Bombay.
Right. Right.
Firstly, how has that transition been? Secondly,
Hmm.
do you prefer Bombay or do you prefer Delhi? That's like the standard question.
I think, like, before I give you the answer to it,
Hmm.
I think every single person that I've met has, in the end, asked me this question: do you prefer Bombay or do you prefer this? I mean,
I'm not
they end we end the conversation with that question.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, agreeing to what you said, living in a particular city for 17 years of your life and then moving to another different city, it is a little scary, I'm not gonna lie. And I think I was 17 or 18 at that time. And
When you moved?
when I moved, yeah,
Ah.
when I moved. And I'm not gonna lie, it was scary, like, because I was going there with my family. My dad got transferred, so I was going there.
Right.
And I had to leave all my friends and whatever I had, because I only lived in Gurgaon. I haven't gone anywhere else. So I have to leave all my friends and, every single thing that I had back, my house and everything. So it was a little scary. But the thing is, I'd gotten a college over there in Bombay only.
Hmm.
So I'm like, okay, like, we'll experience college life or whatever it is. So one thing that I would specifically like to talk about, what I've experienced, is the lifestyle as
Hmm.
compared to, because we are living in South Bombay and I've lived in Gurgaon. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a very sensitive topic.
That's why I laughed.
Yeah. So, the lifestyle of the people as compared to what it's in Gurgaon and what it's in South Bombay is very different. Like,
Hmm.
that's the kind of.
In what way? Like, why do you say so?
I feel like I don't know a good way for me to put it, but if you meet someone from South Bombay and if you meet someone from Gurgaon, you'll know the difference. Like,
Good or bad?
it's good. There's
Okay.
there's nothing bad about it, because I have a lot of friends in South Bombay. You know that,
Yeah.
and I have a lot of friends.
I'm one of them.
Yeah, yeah, you're one of them.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of friends from Gurgaon as well. So, and I'm not saying that, they won't gel with each other, or they won't be, good with each other and all that. They're all chill. But when you talk to them, there's a specific difference that you can make out, that, oh, he or she is from this place and he or she is from that place.
Okay.
So that is something, when I just moved in, I noticed that, there's a specific way that, this is there and that is there.
Okay. So that
That
specific difference was pretty clear.
It was very
Yeah.
evident, because, like, that was one of the things that I could, notice, like, very easily. So I never knew that there's a concept called South Bombay when I was in Gurgaon. Like, I mean, yeah, I growing up, I was in Delhi also. South Delhi was there, but it's completely different.
Yeah.
You know what, the culture over here and the culture over there, it's completely different.
honestly, if I have to say, I don't know much about Delhi because I've never been to Delhi,
yeah.
and I've also not been to Gurgaon.
Yeah.
So I've only heard South Delhi, South Delhi hai.
Yeah.
But I don't know why I feel this, but I feel like South Bombay culture is damn strong.
Right.
Matlab, it's very like, okay, South Bombay is
Hmm.
genuinely a separate culture, and
Mhm.
Bombay culture in general is anyway known to be
Hmm.
that way a little bit.
Mhm.
But like, I don't know if it's the same with South Delhi, is it? Like, I don't know, and I'm sorry if I sound like to be
You're trying to be
in my
pro South Bombay
circle.
or what?
No. I don't want to be pro or anti anybody. I
Yeah.
love everybody, and
Yeah.
everybody is equal in God's eyes. But jokes aside, I don't know if South Delhi has that same. Does it? I mean, I'm asking. Does it have that same rootedness as South Bombay?
See, to be very honest, like I was in Gurgaon, so I wasn't in South Delhi as such.
Hmm.
Like I've met a few people here and there, and they've been good. I mean, there's
Okay,
nothing.
I'm going to stop you. Is Gurgaon like the Navi Mumbai of Delhi?
No, please, no.
So what's it like? Give like a good example for a Bombay
See,
person to understand.
Gurgaon, I feel is like BKC.
But it's not that close to Delhi.
Sorry.
It's not that close to Delhi. Like how BKC is within the confines of Bombay.
Right.
So वैसे is Gurgaon in.
Gurgaon and Delhi are not that far, to be honest.
So is it as far as like say like
See,
Churchgate to BKC?
Bombay is very small as a city as compared to Delhi.
Really?
Yeah.
But
Bombay,
it feels so big now because of the traffic and.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like it's not like Delhi doesn't have traffic. Delhi also has traffic.
Hmm.
But Delhi as a city is huge compared to Bombay. Like Delhi is massive. So
Like the roads are better.
not just the roads. I mean, yeah, like that goes without saying. Bombay roads are like so narrow and short, and like so many people filled like in the road and every single thing. So in that sense, yeah, Delhi has more space. So that in the end, that's what it is. I mean, the density of population of Bombay is also like much more as compared to what it is in Delhi.
Yeah.
So in that way, I mean, coming back to what you said, there's no difference as such between South Delhi and South Bombay. What I feel like.
Okay. Let's do one thing.
Okay.
Let's ask the people that are watching. जो भी लोग देख रहे हैं, and hopefully eventually this will be a lot more people
watching or listening. Yeah.
Watching or listening. Is it actually when they're listening? How will they comment? Good question, technical question. They can DM us. Chalo. Let's say it this way on our Instagram page. Tell us what you think about South Delhi or South Bombay. Let's do like a South Delhi versus South Bombay.
Yeah.
Represent your crowd. Tell us where you're from and tell us which place you think is better.
I have no say in this,
Because tu na idhar ka na udhar ka.
Yeah, like I'm not South Delhi. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I've been Gurgaon.
But you are South Bombay though.
I might have just spent 4 years over here. Yeah. I think I qualify.
You become a naturalized citizen.
But like it's not like I wasn't alien to Bombay. My cousins live over here. My grandparents and all they used to live over here. So when I was in Gurgaon, at least I think once in every 2 years, minimum once in every 2 years, I used to come to Bombay and visit them in every single thing. Like Bombay has been good, but I never saw this part of the town.
Like South Bombay.
Like South Bombay. I never used to come over here. Like I didn't have any relatives.
Until you shifted.
Until I shifted, yeah. I didn't have any relatives and all living in this area of the city.
Okay.
So I never really came over here. So it was new for me to begin with because Gurgaon we don't have any sea. I mean, ocean and every single thing. All
it's
that.
a landlocked city.
So I mean, I don't want to sound like I don't know what sea and oceans are. But
yeah, that's the thing, guys. Because we're starting out, we may explain topics or sound like we don't know some certain things about some topics.
Yeah.
Even if we don't feel bad about it. But please don't assume that we are a little mundu or like, I don't know, blonde, what do you want to call it?
I think blonde is
the better word. Yeah. So this, as he said, this is a learning process. But
that reminds me, when I came to South Bombay, there are a lot of slangs that are used over here. I'm not saying Gurgaon doesn't use slangs. There are a lot of slangs. Proper Hindi, it's over there.
Can you give some examples in your Gurgaon accent?
It's more like, भाई उसको बुलाइयो यहाँ पे बताते हैं उसको.
Sounds like a threat only, bro.
Hey, you're generalizing now. Yeah,
bro, come
Delhi
on.
And Gurgaon.
बुलाइयो उसे इधर. And like in the accent that you say it.
Yeah.
I want to say it one more time.
उसको यहाँ बुलाइयो. से बात करते हैं. उसको पूछते हैं कुछ. Just normally, like, I don't know, like, I think it's a misconception that people have that Delhi people are hot-headed. I mean, the misconception that Bombay people have, the Delhi people are hot-headed.
Or maybe many other people also. We don't know.
Yeah.
We are the Bombay.
Like one thing I've noticed, I want to ask you this. I mean, is it a preconceived notion that, Bombay people don't like Delhi people.
No, man, I don't think it's like that. Like, I can't say don't like.
Yeah.
But maybe preconceived notion, I feel there is key, and you guys can back me up in the comments, that people think Delhi people are a little, as you said, maybe a little hot-headed or
Right.
rowdy or
Mhm.
little like strong. And
Mhm.
I think it's just culturally there are so many differences in the country. Ki
Mhm.
the way of talking, the hav bhav, the
Mhm.
words
Mhm.
that are used sound so different. Like, you know how people say South Indians are a little more chill, more power.
Am I?
You are. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, here's a cool
Yeah,
mix.
so
So, okay.
I'm
tell us.
actually a South Indian, but I've lived in Delhi.
Hmm.
So and I live in Bombay right now. So what's
You're
left?
like
Yeah.
unity and
Yeah,
diversity
unity, yeah.
represent.
India represent, bro.
India represent. North South मिलन
Yeah.
आपसे ही हुआ है.
It's like, I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, I think that's South Indians being mellow. I really don't
So
think so.
South में where are you from? Although I know, but
Yeah,
where?
Mangalore.
Mangalore. Okay, so I mean
Yeah.
again Tulu.
Tulu, yeah.
Do you speak any Tulu?
No.
No.
I don't know how to speak in
Not
Tulu.
even one word.
Like, yeah.
Like a South Indian.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I can understand a few words,
Huh.
but I don't speak it that much.
Okay. Where were we?
So yeah, like, yeah, the preconceived notion.
The preconceived notions. Yeah, right. So I was saying that the preconceived notions are there.
Yeah.
And I think the certain preconceived notions, at least the ones that I know of,
Hmm.
are the anger wala side, the rowdy maybe perspective that
Yeah.
people have of Delhi people.
Yeah.
But I think they can also be very kind and loving. And again, I come from a bit like of a biased, or not biased, but thoda not fully exposed perspective,
Yeah.
because I've not been to Delhi.
Yeah.
So I can't say that about all Delhi people.
Yeah.
But I think one can definitely say that you don't see that same kind of aggression in Bombay. I think again one can't generalize, because there are all types of people everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm sure you may have noticed one of the differences that you were talking about earlier. Ki
Yeah.
Bombay mein people are a little more chill, a little more mellow, a
Yeah.
little less into it. Everybody is running around calm.
Yeah, so
everybody's
exactly.
very calm se calm.
Yeah,
You know, like
that's literally
yeah.
what I was going to say. Yeah, people are
Yeah.
so busy in their own lives that they don't, indulge in all these other things.
हाँ.
मतलब उनको अपना ही काम करना है वैसा है.
And not to say Delhi people are vela or anything.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know why it's that way. It's
Yeah.
like an interesting thing that one can actually do a case study on.
I feel, it's more like Delhi people, what I've noticed, I mean, they have more of an ego as compared to Bombay people. In terms of, portraying themselves. That, हाँ हम हैं यहाँ पे. And,
तो जानता है मेरा बाप कौन है?
Hey, that's bullshit, man. Like, honestly, I mean, that's more, I think that's more film driven. Yeah, मतलब पिक्चरों में ये दिखाते हैं. So
It's not said that often?
I mean,
is it a stereotype that's true or not? Is my question.
Bro, like, I don't know, yeah. To be very honest, I personally haven't met anyone who's been like, तू जानता है मेरा बाप कौन है and all that.
Really?
Yeah, like,
You've been in Gurgaon for 17 years and not one person told you तू जानता है मेरा बाप कौन है?
No, because I never went, got into such situations.
अच्छा, are you sure?
Let's not talk about it.
No, I know you haven't. I mean,
Yeah.
at least not at that level of.
No, like, I don't like doing all
में,
those things. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry, I'm kidding, bro.
yeah.
No, but truth be told, I'm just laughing because that's what friends do. But भाई उतना भी वो नहीं है. गुड़गांव से है, लेकिन he's not rough and
Like,
tough.
it's not needed in the city.
He's not like इधर ही
Like,
काट दूंगा.
I don't know if you have seen one of Shah Rukh Khan's interviews.
I have.
In that,
I think I know which one
yeah,
you're talking
so
about.
in which, in that he's saying कि यहाँ की मुंबई की ना गुंडागर्दी
हाँ,
मेरे को हंसी आती है देख के.
हाँ.
Because दिल्ली में, and that's true to be honest, when if someone, let's say if I'm imagining someone coming to me and be like, bro, I'll fuck your case and all of that, I'll be like, what are you saying, man? Like, honestly, and then I'll be like, bro, what, man? But
I'll tell you what,
yeah.
I think people in Bombay just say it and don't actually end up doing what they say they'll do if they say it,
Yeah.
that is.
Yeah.
And in Delhi, people, what they say, they actually potentially end up doing.
See, that's again, it's not every single person who's
not,
like
not
that.
everybody. But
I mean-
maybe you can say the gundas of Delhi are more,
Yeah.
when they say this, they'll actually do it. Versus in Bombay, it's like, but they don't actually want to,
I mean, you can say that because in Delhi, what it is like, personally speaking, people don't want to mess with certain people. It's like that. That, you should know ki haan.
But why do you know about it so well?
I
You
don't
say
know
you
about it
haven't
so
gotten
well.
into all these fights.
No, like, I mean, why do you, in the end, why do you even want to get into a fight?
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
That's,
Yeah.
but I would like chicken out. Like,
Yeah.
I've never, and I'm thankful that I've not been to Delhi that day.
See, like I'll be honest, I have gotten into fights before, be it school,
Yeah, school, I think
yeah,
school is understandable.
yeah,
School में तो
school or
लड़ाई होती है.
tuition, whatever it is.
Yeah,
So I have gotten into those situations also where
yeah.
it's not like तू जानता है मेरा बाप कौन है. It's more
It's
like
more like
तू रुक यहाँ पे मैं बुलाता हूँ
yeah,
किसी को
yeah.
and all
And
that.
it's like honestly till the age of I think 18 at least, like when
Yeah.
you're in that school environment
Yeah,
or that
yeah.
college environment, that time it's more like that bachpana wala fight.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
more like
not,
I want to prove myself कि भाई मैं हूँ और
Yeah.
तू नहीं है वैसा.
and you're not really trying to like get at the person and like end them or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Like, all that is it's school at least is not there. So if
Not
you fought
really.
at school तो चलता है. मतलब वो तो even I have done.
Right.
And yeah, I'm sorry, continue.
So like Delhi, I mean Gurgaon as a city is, I would say I really miss Gurgaon, to be very honest. Some aspects of it, I mean space and sports, I would say. I mean cricket is huge in Bombay.
Yeah.
Huge,
Yeah.
absolutely.
In fact, it's the only sport that has so much open space and
Yeah.
so many public grounds in the city.
Right, right.
Yeah.
And personally, I have played cricket, like, and I've played basketball as well.
Hmm.
So I didn't see a lot of basketball in Bombay as compared to what it is in Gurgaon and all of that. So
Yeah, you and me have played basketball only at one court.
yeah.
मतलब IMC.
And that's the only court that's there, close in our locality. There's no other court
yeah,
that's there.
Yeah.
That's why in terms of certain places, like in terms of Gurgaon, I feel sports was more happening. It's not like only one particular sport was happening. Like in Bombay, it's cricket. In Gurgaon, it was very, very happening in terms of, because they had open space, they had the facilities or what. I'm not saying Bombay has no facilities. Bombay is much more ahead in terms of, a lot of the facilities that may or may not be there in Gurgaon. I'm not sure. But I still feel, Gurgaon had like an emerging platform, in terms of all these things. And now it's mad developed, honestly. Like,
yeah.
If I'm going through the news or something, I see, oh, this is coming Gurgaon. It's crazy developed, right?
You know the pictures of Gurgaon I've seen? It
we
actually
scroll
looks
through
like
reels
BKC.
and every single thing.
Yeah. And it actually looks like BKC.
See, it's a commercial hub now, bro, because there are so many offices and so many big companies setting up their offices and all over there, and mass hiring and all happens, and they get placed in Gurgaon and all of that. So, wo ho raha hai. Matlab, in one case, Gurgaon is commercializing, and because of that, residential also comes up in every single thing. So, Gurgaon as a city is developing, like, majorly. Because I remember, I'd shifted in Gurgaon, I think, when I was in the 4th grade. I don't remember the year.
Yeah.
And, like, the place where I'd shifted to, it wasn't even built. It was, like, getting built and every single thing. And now when I'm looking at the photos of the place, it's crazy, the development that's there. What and all.
Changed.
Yeah, it's completely changed. Like, if I see the photo before, I'm seeing a photo now, I really can't, difference between what is what, to be honest. So in that case, Gurgaon, I feel, Gurgaon, Delhi, I mean, I want to ask you about this because you follow all the developments and everything in terms of Bombay. I feel, I mean, I might be wrong, but Bombay is a little slow as compared.
Little. I think it's very slow.
Yeah, like, I mean, you look at Mumbai Metro.
Yeah.
Look at the coastal road and the pace at which they're going. I mean, the metro should have been completed a long time back, man. I mean, its due date was, I think, a year rather was 2022, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
And now they're saying they're shifting it to 2024. 2024 year end. It's not like, it's early 2024 or something. So, why do you think that's happening in Bombay?
Why is it delayed?
Yeah.
Man, I don't want to get into the politics of it, but it is, I think that's one of the main reasons. Politics ki hi wajah se it's quite delayed, firstly. Secondly, I think it's delayed because of implementation being very difficult in Bombay.
Right.
I think Bombay as a city, because it's not on natural land, I know that's played a role in like carrying out all-round development, because everywhere it's a little different. And another thing might be corruption. I don't want to speak too much about it, but because I don't know like perfect details, but we all know it's there. And I think at some level that also plays a role. So I think it's a mix of all of this. Like, if you have driven and clear leadership, things happen fast.
Yeah.
When that is not the case, or when that takes time to be the case, things just take, things are slow. And again, I don't want to speak about past governments, but this was in the works for a long time, but it wasn't executed only for so long.
Right.
So I've seen a video where they talk about how the metro project was proposed, I think. Okay, I could be getting the exact number wrong, but maybe 20 years ago.
Oh, in Bombay?
Yeah, in Bombay. Even the coastal road was proposed like in 2011, if I'm not wrong. So again, I'll correct myself in the edit with like the number on top on the
Yeah,
side.
yeah.
But yeah, I know it's been a long time since it was proposed,
Right.
but it wasn't executed for so long, right?
I think
Because-
that's been an issue with, I mean, Bombay specifically. What I've noticed in the 4 years that I've been, the plan is there, but the execution takes a lot of time.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
the planning, and I think Bombay people have so many experts, so like the planning is not the difficult part.
Yeah,
Honestly,
exactly,
the planning
yeah.
should be the easier part.
Exactly, yeah.
But that itself takes so long, and then you don't reach the execution stage, then it's pointless. So I think it's a little unfortunate. And as I said, the top 3 reasons, in my opinion, as to why development projects in Bombay are slowed down is A, forgot the reason.
Politics, right?
Right. Okay. So it's A, politics, B, corruption, and I think C, not strong enough leadership that takes decisions fast and quick and, like executes them fast. Because that's, I think, the main thing you need to make anything happen at the rate that it needs to. And Bombay desperately needs it, bro. Like, we know the local ka halat kya hai. Like, all of us say, Arey, Bombay life, and that's the grind and
Right,
stuff. But
right.
it's not healthy, man.
It
Like,
is-
I
it
mean,
isn't,
yeah,
yeah.
everyone doesn't have a choice. And
I mean, I'm pretty sure people would have seen those reels where they're like thousands of people in one coach,
yeah.
just like, hanging out of the door and every single thing.
And I know that people seeing this some people might think that, Arey, we are a bunch of privileged kids or whatever. I don't know. It might come. Fair. We should address it starting May. We know where people get judged for that. So
Yeah.
you might say that about us as well. But I think everyone's in a different place and state, and everyone
Yeah.
goes through the experiences they have to.
Yeah.
We don't have to travel so much because, like,
No,
lucky
like
for us,
I do
things are
travel
close
by.
Yeah, we do
local,
travel
yeah,
by
at
train.
time to time,
Not to say that
honestly,
we don't.
do.
In
I
fact,
do, of course.
we are so like in love with the local trains, even though they're crowded, that even if it's journey
Yeah,
to
it's
Grand
because it's
Road,
convenience. in
we
the end.
take it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's
Convenience.
convenience
With
because-
5 rupees, you get through from such a short distance.
Exactly.
Which, if there's traffic in the peak hour, you're gonna take forever.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
trains are actually amazing.
it's convenience in terms of time and obviously in terms of money as well. Because, like, let's say if someone has to go from the suburbs to Navi Mumbai, or from the suburbs to coming into town or whatever. I mean, I don't see myself driving down, or I don't see myself taking a cab or whatever.
Because
I'll
it's too
strictly take a
long.
train. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's way too long. I mean,
It's like today we had to go for certain work.
Yeah.
And we just got lucky कि हमको सीधा रास्ता
rasta
मिल गया.
mil gaya. Yeah, it was
रास्ता
more
मिल
to
गया,
that.
road was empty, the Western Express Highway.
Yeah,
And dude, that is so rare because that doesn't happen
it's
on
very
most
rare. See, I
days.
think everybody knows Bombay and traffic. They're like
And-
brothers and sisters. Yeah.
Well said. And we left only early in the morning.
Yeah,
तो
we left
बच गए.
pretty
नहीं
early in the
तो
morning,
you
yeah.
get like, I don't want to use the word, but you get
Yeah.
effed.
Yeah.
So also I'm trying to be friendly because I'll have many people from my family watching the show. So I wanted to be friendly, not just to family, but to everybody. And
I think I
yeah,
think it's fine, man.
it's fine.
Honestly,
That's
yeah.
why. Thanks.
That
bro,
doesn't
thanks. Yeah. So
But I
huh.
think one thing that I really appreciate about this city is the connectivity. In terms of even though it's crowded,
Yeah.
let's say locals, you have buses, you have cabs. Okay, autos are not allowed post band. I mean,
Beyond
beyond
Bandra.
Bandra.
Huh.
So, but still, the connectivity is like really good as compared
Yeah.
to Gurgaon, I would say.
Yeah.
Gurgaon, you only have metros and
Hmm.
let's say an Uber or an auto. I don't know what's there right now. They first started
Yeah.
something new, but
Yeah.
when I was there, it was only that. And locals have been there since, I don't know, ages, like generations, honestly. Locals, taxis, buses, and every single thing. So connectivity wise, it's really good. But in the end, do you think it's enough, or the metro is needed and more things are needed post the metro as well?
I think the metro is super needed, bro. And I think like there are many people who say the coastal road isn't needed, but I think it is, man, because I think it gives the needed road infrastructure that the city doesn't have.
Right.
And yeah, I'm also someone who is a proponent of having more public transport, like the metro, for example,
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
rapid transport system
Yeah.
that they say. It's necessary because then you're encouraging people to take the public transport rather than use a car, which then adds to the pollution,
Right,
etc.
right.
But we all know realistically that India is growing. People are going to have more buying power,
Right.
and hence people are going to want to buy cars, buy houses, etc. And I may not be the expert in economics, but I do feel like that's going to happen. So I think for that you need to have good road infrastructure, and
Right.
it also has to add to the value of the city in its looks and
Right.
like, because dude, like if you've seen the coastal road pictures, it looks fantastic.
It does. It does.
And it's
honestly.
only like still, I think 50-60% done overall.
You know, I like talking
Huh.
about that. The coastal road is happening at a really fast pace.
Yeah, man. In comparison to the
in,
metro, right?
in comparison to the metro. But see, metro, I'm not going to blame it as much because it's completely underground. At least the Western line. What is it? Colaba to Seeps, right? Yeah.
So it's Colaba, Bandra,
Colaba,
Seeps,
Bandra,
and
Seeps,
that's completely underground. You're
Underground.
right, yeah. Versus the coastal road
Coastal road
is just
is
like 2 kilometers.
A part of it is underground,
but very small part.
a very small part of it, exactly.
Yeah.
So that also makes a difference in the end. So you know that all that is there. I mean,
Yeah,
but
there
still,
are variables.
There are a lot of variables, but still, I mean, considering the fact that since then I have moved to Bombay, the metro construction already started.
Yeah.
Still in Bombay, metro construction is still happening.
2019 to 2023.
2023, 4 years.
Exactly 4 years.
It started, I think, it started in 2018, if I'm not wrong, right?
Oh, so
Metro?
it's been even. Yeah, you're right. It
Yeah.
started in 2018.
2018.
Yeah.
It's been 5 years.
I think all the HR and KC college people will know this.
Yeah.
Because they saw it go from no metro to now
Correct.
only
Correct.
metro.
Correct. Yeah.
But I think
1 year was bad because of COVID as well. So,
work stopped.
Yeah, work stopped. I think not for an entire year, of course. I think for 3 to 4 months the work had stopped because my house is right over there, so I can see the construction happening.
Don't tell people you're.
So
We'll cut that.
Yeah. So I think for 3 to 4 months, work had stopped in the middle, and post that it resumed. But still, I mean, progress is happening. I'm not saying it's not happening, but it's happening slowly.
Slowly.
Yeah.
You know, so I saw a tweet. I'm very active on Twitter, and I used to be active in even putting my opinion on it, but I've stopped doing that. I just look at it for news and stuff. So I read on Twitter, and there's the additional municipal commissioner, Ashwini Bhide, and she is super active, man, and she drives these projects so well. So she's the head of the metro project. She wasn't there for a while because of, again, change in government, but now she's back in the driver's seat of the project.
Right.
And so I think she's the MD of the Metro Rail Corporation, if I'm not wrong. I'm pretty sure she is. Yeah, so 99% sure.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be unsure and say something wrong. So 99% to be safe, bol deta hu.
Yeah.
So she posts regular updates on Twitter, and she shares this information of the progress on the project.
Right.
So she's been sharing that extremely regularly, especially with the coastal road.
Okay.
But also the metro, because the metro stuff was halted, right?
Right.
Because of the car shed.
Right.
The car shed work didn't happen, and then work was delayed, and COVID also. So I don't want to blame anyone, but things were slowed down, unfortunately. So now that things are back, have picked up pace, it's really amazing because she shares these updates, and you understand when it's actually going to get done. You get real-time updates.
Right.
And so, good news, bro, and good news, you too. That U2 is for people listening or watching. Basically, the project is going to get done on in 2023 end, the Seeps to Bandra.
Okay.
And the Kolaba Bandra Seeps is going to get done by 2024. I don't know when in 2024.
End, I think.
End as well. But they may try to do it in May 2024 because, surprise, surprise, elections.
Oh yeah, elections are coming.
Yeah. So anyway, that's another topic. But basically that, they say it's going to get done by the end of this year and part of it next year. So 2023, 24, 25 are going to be big years for Bombay infrastructure because the coastal road gets done by 2024.
But only
May.
A part of the coastal road gets done, right? It's not
package one. Like it's not package one actually. There are 3 packages in the part 1 that is up to the Bandra Worli ceiling.
Right.
I may not be using
from there
the right
it goes all the way to
terminology.
Kandivali, then, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the plan to take it all
There's
the
a
way
plan.
to there.
Actually, it's extended.
Oh.
It was till Bandra from Marine Drive.
Okay.
Then Bandra to Versova or Kandivali.
Right.
And now they've extended to Virar.
Oh.
Yeah. So they're going to do coastal road all the way to Virar. And after the MTHL context, the Trans Harbour link, which is from Sivri to Navi Mumbai.
Yeah, that's the pace. The pace is incredible.
That's also
it's
incredible pace.
I mean,
by the way, that's going to get inaugurated this year.
Oh, they're going to start. Oh, wow, lovely.
Yeah.
I mean,
December or November is what the slated date.
Right.
So that's fantastic. And after that, so that's the longest sea bridge in India. Okay, longest one for cars. And after that, the ceiling that will be made from Versova or Kandivali to Virar. I may be getting this thing wrong, but it's like Versova to Virar, I think. Yeah, Versova to Virar. It's going to be 42 kilometers long. And that's more, I think, almost double or just basically a lot more than the MTHL. So that's going to eventually become the longest sea bridge in the country.
Yeah, I
So-
think one thing that I have to respect about Bombay is it's developing. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a pro to it as well. There's a con to it as well. Bombay's 24/7 under
That's a
construction.
problem.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
problem.
yeah.
Bombay's dug up. Like every single place that you're seeing, there's khudai done in every single thing. So, but the good part is when all this is done later, it's going to be the connectivity is going to be crazy. That may impact the lifestyle of people as well. And all in all, like in the end, Bombay is the financial capital of the country also.
Yeah.
That all that makes a difference.
Yeah, it does 100%. So yeah, man, and I'm just so excited because as a Bombay person,
Yeah.
or a Bombayite or a Mumbaikar,
I don't classify.
but but as one who's lived in the city for so
Yeah,
long, I
yeah.
mean, 22 years of my living life,
Right.
and knowing from obviously my parents
Mhm.
and family that has been in Bombay, it's been a long time coming that they get this infra boost.
Yeah.
I think it's great, and they also do this so many projects. I can honestly go on and on because I'm so in love with this.
Yeah, that's what, because
Like-
I think for people who know you,
Yeah,
I mean, your story is only about
not only.
complimenting complimenting Bombay and all of that.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
see, one more thing that I have noticed is, I mean, again, talking about Gurgaon, talking about a little bit about Delhi as well. I have never ever seen people, I mean, a few of them only, like posting like, wow, Gurgaon is crazy, Gurgaon is like, now they have started doing that because now Gurgaon is developing. But I think every single person from Bombay, I love my city, I love my city, I love my city. I mean,
True.
that's just there.
But it's maybe because Bombay historically, like Delhi or Calcutta,
Yeah.
has been like a long-standing city, or rather a city that's existed for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's the reason, because like they say in a Bombay culture, like
Yeah,
we talk about
Bombay, like,
culture being very
pretty old.
slow.
Yeah, Bombay is pretty old in that
Yeah.
sense. Yeah.
And even the name itself, Bombay, is the old name. Now it's Mumbai.
Now it's Mumbai, correct. Yeah.
And we respect it because Mumbai is the name that we as Indians have given. And
Right,
it comes
right.
from the Mumbai Devi temple.
Right. Mm.
So respect to that. I think just out of habit, because people from our parents' generation, or the ones
Yeah.
just a little before
Yeah.
it got renamed.
Our grandparents' generation, all that.
Yeah, not just grandparents, even
Yeah.
parents, because Bombay was renamed in 1990s.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was renamed to Mumbai, but people still, force of habit, say Bombay bolte hain, bahut log. Like
Yeah.
many people say Bombay, even though obviously the official name is not that. And many even say Mumbai. But I think there's one really cool thing I had read on Twitter, that many people in comparison,
Mhm.
Madras, it used to be Madras for the
Yeah.
longest time. But then the name changed to Chennai.
Chennai.
But everybody calls it Chennai. But in the same way, Mumbai and Bombay, everybody doesn't call Bombay Mumbai or Mumbai Bombay, vice versa. So the new name is very well used over there, but not in Bombay. For,
Yeah.
I don't know
In
what
that
reason.
sense, even Gurgaon has a new name, Gurugram.
Gurugram.
You don't see people using Gurugram
Yeah.
anywhere. At
Yeah.
least for what I know, people don't use Gurugram.
Is there a reason behind why it was named Gurugram?
Honestly, I don't know. Man, Gurgaon was only good. To be honest, Gurugram sounds too polite. I mean, for a city
For
like
people like
But like, talking about infrastructure in Delhi, also Delhi infrastructure is mad on.
Hey, let's talk about the Delhi Metro. And I know you know a lot more than I know about
Yeah.
it.
So, like, till the time I was in Gurgaon, metro is done, finished, final. I don't know if they started new lines or whatever. We had like a pink line, magenta line, yellow line, red line, or blue line, whatever it is. You know, like how in Bombay you have the Western line, the Harbour line, the Trans Harbour, whatever it is. So in metro, it's like different colors, the lines and all that. The connectivity of Delhi Metro is thick. Honestly, it's Delhi Metro is like you want to reach anywhere in Delhi from one point to another point, take the metro, you're there. I mean, I'm not counting the time, but I'm just saying you'll reach there. It's that.
Yeah, it's like super.
It's convenient. I'm not saying it's super fast as well. It's convenient. So it's like, किसी को कहीं जाना है, metro लेके चले जाओ. It's like that. And I'm pretty sure you would have seen those metro reels also.
Oh God, bro, have you seen the Modi ji wala reel?
Oh yeah.
Modi ji was going to Delhi University.
In the metro,
and,
right?
Somebody edited those clips of those couples in the
Yeah,
Delhi Metro.
yeah.
Modi ji looks on the right, and then they show those couples. Bro, it's so cringy.
See, like, I've never seen anything like that. I'm glad also I don't want to see anything like that, honestly.
Yeah.
But see, Delhi Metro is, I mean, I really appreciated it because I used to use the metro quite frequently. I mean, I think once my school got over, I passed out in, I think, March.
I passed.
I passed out in March
Yeah.
and April, May, June. 3 months I was there.
Huh.
3 months I
March 2017?
no 2019.
Oh, sorry, you did 11, 12 in
Yeah,
school.
this
I
is another
remember.
thing that you know.
Delhi,
But
Bombay.
yeah, let's get into that later.
We can
Yeah.
address that.
Yeah, we'll address that also. So
Metro.
I used the metro for 3 months, and it was very convenient. Honestly, like see, rush and all is a part and parcel of your daily life. To be very honest, you have to deal with the rush
and
and all
considering
that.
our population.
Considering our population's that.
Yeah.
And I mean, to be very honest, if someone asks me, "Can I go in the metro? Is it safe?" That's what they ask me. I mean, I'll obviously say, yeah, definitely you can go and all. And to be very honest, it's safe. It's very nice. It's very convenient according to me. So Delhi Metro, like honestly, the best. Now I don't know whether Mumbai Metro is going to be any different as compared to the Delhi Metro. In the end, it's Metro is Metro. But let's see. I mean, if you see Andheri side Metro and all of that, it's pretty much the same. To be very honest, there's no difference at all.
Yeah,
it's pretty much the same.
You're talking about the new metro, right?
Yeah, the Goregaon line and all that also.
Yeah. The one we saw this morning.
Yeah, the one we saw in the morning, and also the one that's been there since quite a lot of time.
The 2014 one.
2014.
So that one has been there, yeah.
Yeah,
so
and it's the same.
That's the Ghatkopar version.
Ghatkopar to somewhere Andheri, right?
Yeah, Ghatkopar Andheri version.
There are a lot of stations. I mean.
Yeah, and
but
then
it's in that line only.
It's not the same line. There's a new line that came this year. I think that
Vasai, na,
one is the red line and one is the yellow line.
Yeah.
And one is the Goregaon one.
Right.
And then there's another one that extends up to Dahisar. Now, forgive me if I'm wrong in saying that that's not the same line.
Right.
But there are two lines, and that's one covers that Goregaon route and one covers the diagonal route.
Right.
Forgetting the location. But yeah, not Vasai. I don't think.
I think no. There's something new that started from Vasai, if I'm not wrong.
Is it?
I think so.
I
I'm
might
not
not
sure.
know.
Maybe there's a new
metro
line. Yeah, from Vasai. I think
line.
Malad Vasai or something like that.
Okay.
I'm not pretty sure about it, but I think I read it. I saw it in someone's story, I feel.
Achha.
Yeah.
Maybe mine only.
no, definitely. Someone, I don't remember.
But we'll check it out. Because even I'm interested. Because, bro, like the fact that it's extending up to Vasai Virar is super.
Yeah.
And anyway, Bombay has extended that far.
Right.
That's why the Navi Mumbai airport that's coming. You know, there's new
coming in Navi Mumbai airport.
That is there. That's going to change the game. T2 will get such an offload of traffic. Like
crowd also.
Yeah. Sala T2 also become like the local only.
It's very crowded now because that's the thing. Like Bombay population's increasing like crazy on.
Yeah. Like there's such high density, but it's like tough to manage because space is a constraint.
But you don't have parking space over here, man. That's the worst part.
Yeah. So, this is another thing the coastal road will help with. Because they're going to do underground. Not underground, my bad. But the land that they're reclaiming, so they've reclaimed a bunch of land at Hajjali, at Worli Seaface, and even before that at Breach Candy and Nepensi Road. So at those areas, the reclaiming that's done, they have a plan to create more parking space, gardens, obviously the road itself.
Yeah.
So the parking space will help a lot, like because then look at how bad the state is, though, that they have to reclaim land to make more space, even to make the roads.
Right.
But that is the reality, and but at least that'll give us that parking that we're currently lacking. Lacking
a lot. Trust me.
Yeah.
That's something that Bombay as a city is working on.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they're not doing that. They are doing that, but will it be enough or not? That's the question in the end.
True. But फिर भी at the end ये बोलने का मन करता है ऐ दिल है मुश्किल जीना है जरा हट के जरा बच के ये है बॉम्बे मेरी जान ना correct.
See, that is the thing. Like it's not like
people are gonna think I'm an uncle.
No. See, one thing that that this reminds me of is it's not like I'm trying to criticize Bombay. I love the city. And fairly honest, I'm gonna stay in Bombay. I mean, I love Bombay as compared to Gurgaon. I love.
Okay, Bombay. Here's the most important question. Although I think you've kind of already answered.
Yeah.
Bombay or Delhi?
Hey guys, thanks for watching the first part of the pilot episode. We hope you've liked it, and I think the Bombay-Delhi discussion is a never-ending topic. We have more that we have spoken about. So, what do you say about it?
Yeah, man, I think I agree with you on that. The Bombay-Delhi discussion goes on and on. But if you want to know more about how we went on and on about it, you got to stay tuned for part 2. And to know when it comes out, we request you to like, share, and subscribe. Something we're going to have to get used to saying more and more. But yeah, if you want to know when part 2 comes out, then you got to subscribe, put the bell notifications on, and stay tuned. Part 2 out very soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.